Hello everyone on YouTube again. It's me. Is that better? Okay, it's a little... Okay, so lighting's all screwy in here again. Really should do something about that. Probably won't for a little while. So I did some updates, and as you can see, the truck is very orange. As a matter of fact, it's Plasti Dipped, blaze orange with a glossifier over it. So it's shiny. You can kind of tell that. But you can see it better outside. But I think the light's better now, as long as we get under here. Anyways, I got new bead locks on it. These are RC 4-wheel drive Predator bead locks with all aluminum. They're kind of heavy. The ones I was ordering before were really heavy when I got them here, and then they kind of sucked. They were the hot racing rock and roll bead locks, but they had I had issues with them stripping screws and stuff, so I sent them back. Then they were sold out, or they just discontinued them. So I went on RC4 Drive and ordered these after I got a refund, and these are amazing. These are great. Recommend these to anyone if they're still on sale. I notice I like to discontinue a lot of things all the time. Everything's the same basically from the last time I did a video. I did upgrade to a new receiver, the FlySky GT2B. It's a 3-channel button. So that really helps a lot, cause I don't know, cause another channel I can use, I guess. The other one's over there on the workbench thing, or storage station, I guess. I just threw all my stuff over there because it was easy. Motor's being rebuilt. Yeah, about that. That motor bearings exploded. I've had this truck before it was a trophy truck for maybe, I think it's been like since 2008, I think, when it first came out. That's when I got it. And I've had the original bearings in it ever since, and haven't even taken care of them, which is kind of a no-no, but you know. So my bearing it flew apart. You could watch pinion gear move around on the shaft while it was going. So that wasn't very cool. Let me turn the lights off so you might be able to see. Nope, never mind. This is a custom light Barmaid. Yeah, pretty creative with nuts on there. And then piece of steel I cut out and then welded on here. And then that's all silicone. And then I thought that was wet. Aluminum pipe, threaded it, put the threads through, and put the lights inside of it. And it does great. Focus. Hello. Okay, never mind. Sorry for the terrible quality. I'm still using my phone. I really need to buy a camera, but, you know, short on money sometimes, and, you know. So there's the inside shot. Oh, yeah, the box for the wires, the lights right there. And this is this isn't the flashing one from GT Power. It's like a knockoff, smart LED or whatever. Anyways, it does the same thing, and it does great. I took an axial XL light bezel, cut these two out here, and put them on. These are my brake lights. Both of these are brake lights. Then down here, I got two more, which are actually being siliconed in right now on the rear. And this one's idle light. These just flash whenever they flash for while I'm just sitting there doing nothing. And then these are throttle lights, so I can tell where I'm going while I'm driving and what orientation I am. And these are on all the time. And to turn all these off is a channel button down there. So, and that's also why I got this receiver. And plus I needed a new one. I'm tethered to my computer right now, so I can't really go a whole distance away from this. But, so I got this one. And you know that's kind of annoying. But other than that, this thing is really bang for your buck, really, and it's great. I thought it was going to be terrible, but it's not. Battery tray, pulled out the old 8400. That's probably dead. It is dead, actually. I need to get a new one or replace it or something. That's a counterweight for this side. Over here, I know it's counterweight. Who wants to add more weight to this truck? But it's for torque roll. Oh god, yeah, it's for torque roll, and it's kind of a good thing to have it there, you know, just because it balances out more. I could just do like what XC did with his truck and just build a whole new mount and everything, and you know, mount it all up. But I was like, you know what? I don't. I'm gonna use the one I have. So I did. Get a good angle here. This truck only weighs 9 pounds. Yeah, only, huh? That's a lot. Anyways, it only weighs 9 pounds. I was expecting it to weigh like 11 when I first built it. So knocking 2 pounds off isn't too bad for me. I know XC's new truck is, I think he said 2 pounds or something like that, which is really, really, really light and surprising, but I kind of like it being a little heavier because it crashes like a road truck. I don't know if anyone would like that, but I like that. Just due to the fact that it's more realistic. Like, now I run a bigger risk of destroying the front end of that. Now, yeah, I know, it's a good thing, isn't it? And normally, when you have that shell over it right there, that was my old shell. That was a long time ago, that shell. When I first had this truck, it was, the wheel wells were covered, so, you know, you really would have to hit something hard to mess anything up in the A-arms. Now it's completely open, and, yeah, you could just break off that A-arm, and, you know, that's all good stuff. RC four-wheel drive, Driveshaft, holding up great. I did have a problem about pinion and the stock, the one that came in this axle. The pinion shaft broke in 3 places on it while I was driving it around, and yeah, that was, so I had to replace the whole assembly. I replaced the ring, the pinion, and the locker, because the locker wouldn't fit on the, I got the bevel gear set, the heavy duty bevel gear set for the HP, for some, like, I think it was Axial, it was some Axial EXO, I think, I can't remember. Anyways, it's one of those. That's a heavy duty bevel gear set. I really should look at the part numbers for that, but, you know, I'm professional here. Hello. So I put the new one in, and I put a hot racing locker in, the lightweight aluminum locker, and it's done great. It's held up fine. I really should tear into it and make sure everything's okay, but right now I'll be fine. Upper link's doing okay. Everything is doing okay. Shocks are doing good. I put 90 weight oil in it because I wanted it to be thicker, and it really, you can't even tell that there's 90 weight. I mean, it's stiffer, and I want it to be a little stiffer on the back because there's so much weight back here, especially with a battery back there. Oh yeah, moving on to Dune TA tires. These are the Dune TAs from RC four-wheel drive that fit perfectly on these bead locks because, you know, they're made for it, basically. I just wanted these because they were more realistic, you know, they're more realistic to the real thing. On, you know, they're like all-terrain BF Goodwrenches, I think. Their traction advantage is what the TA is for. These tires actually do really well on really kind of anything. I mean, they're terrible on grass, and that's kind of a given because, you know, it's more or less a slick right there. Especially on wet grass, that's terrible. Or like tall grass. But, you know, who drives in grass with a trophy truck? It's like more or less loose dirt. But they're like all-terrain tires, and I just wanted something more realistic than like trenchers or something with ridiculous mud treads on it, you know, like per se for the realistic. So I'm going for more or less realism than anything. I still got some sheet metal to do. I gotta do the front Mudguards and all that, the rock guards here that go wrap around it. But yeah, it's getting there slowly. It's almost done, thank God. Well, I don't know. I had a lot of fun building this truck, and I'll probably just keep on adding crap onto it because, you know, I'm just like that. This isn't tied down. Here's my wiring job for the rear. all the rear lights that go back there, and then the 2 brake lights, and then the 4 headlights that go through the roof of the truck. So I'm gonna turn this around so you can see the front. ESC's hanging off the side. That's what it looks like from the front. Looks like a, oh yeah, I got a Exoterra radiator in there from the bevel kit. They're the light bezel kit. I cut that bezel kit in half and kind of just chopped them up so I can use this too. But put some mesh on it, you know, kind of a realistic thing. Because normally in trophy trucks, motor's in the front, and truggy. This is a truggy, by the way. It's a truck buggy. It looks like a buggy, but it's got a trophy truck chassis, which is awesome. I've always liked the look of them. You can't really see that. Ow, that's hot. You can't really see it very well. It's too much glare, too little glare, or too little light. So yeah, it's getting there, slowly. But I put the stock grill on it because that, long story actually, so I just put the other one on and cut those stupid little hoops over there. So, yeah, it's going good. This Plasti Dip's actually holding up really well. It gets dirty really easy, as you can see. There's like some dirt on there. That's dirt, that's not scratches. It dirties really easily, but I guess you can wipe it off with like Lysol wipes or a wet rag or something. Just wipe off the dirt. Kind of sticks to it. It's kind of crazy. So yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, if you didn't know already, if I haven't mentioned this in another video, the roll cage was a NTG roll cage for the Slash, and I completely altered it. Changed the whole rear end of it and changed the whole front end of it to my own creation. The middle is basically the same. I lowered this window here, and I lowered this window so it looked more scale. And yeah, that's really it. And I altered the bottom so because it was normally cut off around here where normally the roll cage is on the actual Slash, because it's, you know, long story about that one. That is, it needs to be raised up. It's normally raised up, but since this low center of gravity chassis that I built, so I had to extend this all the way down and had to change the window because it didn't look scale. So now it does, and it looks great. Actually, I love it. Probably could have built my own, and probably would have shaved a little bit of weight off of it, but this way I wanted a cage so I can mount everything and be scale and be more realistic. The panels are steel. They're like 24 gauge sheet metal, and welded nuts onto the cage and put screws through it. They're actually really durable, and that's why I like them, because they're durable. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and looking forward to having some more updates in the future. So, signing out.